How's it going, everybody? So this is the Galaxy A53, the Samsung Galaxy device that I've been using for a long time, and you can really see it's been through some usage. It is a phone I really like to use, and in my opinion, is still capable. Of course, One UI 7 is not coming to this device until next month, June, though it did get an update today. And yeah, so why do I still use this phone? It's a question I get quite a bit. When I make videos about the Galaxy A53, one of the most popular comments I get are those expressing how they have just a really horrible performance out of the Exynos 1280. And of course, it's because it's an Exynos chip, right? Or Exynos, however you want to pronounce it. That would definitely be the culprit, but there are some things you can do to make the experience a little better. Okay, it may not be absolutely perfect, it may not make it feel like flagship device, but it will mitigate a lot of those stuttery, janky issues that we tend to deal with this particular device. So one of the things that I will always suggest to people who have this device and they're like, hey, what can I do to make it a little bit smoother? First off, RAM plus. Don't use it. Just don't use it. If you haven't read the little synopsis here of it, it tells you what RAM plus is, which is basically virtual memory. It uses part of your internal storage as virtual RAM for your device. Virtual RAM does not work in a flawless state as regular RAM does. So if you want more storage, obviously turn it off. But I say turn it off because virtual RAM it's not the move. So turn that off. Because it's just not going to help with apps. So that's one thing that I do to mitigate, a lot of the lagginess. Another thing which seems kind of weird, if you guys notice, when it comes to Facebook, I have Facebook Lite. Facebook Lite is pretty good. It's a very light version of Facebook. So you get all your timeline feed posts that you can see. You do get just basically everything of what Facebook is, minus a few things that the normal Facebook app has. But this app works very good as well. And I also mitigate having to have a Facebook Messenger because there's Messenger built into it. Now, the only downside to Facebook Lite, especially with having the native built-in Facebook Messenger, is that you can't do video calling from it. If you want to do video calling to Facebook friends, you have to download the Messenger app. Mostly everyone video calls me on Google Meets, so I'm not even concerned about that. Or they call me on Instagram, which there is no Instagram Lite version, but Instagram doesn't really bog down the phone, as I've noticed that without the original Facebook app, that app seems to make the phone run a bit choppy. So uninstalling it and putting a light version of it definitely helps, which is also the same with TikTok. So I do have TikTok Lite. I don't have the full version of TikTok, and I really don't need it. I watch short form content. I do post some videos on TikTok, but not all the time. So yeah, but you can still upload videos through TikTok Lite. It just does have some things from the basic TikTok app that's not present in the Lite version. Animations are turned down. So, if you go into developer options, you change the animation scale from 1 to either 0.5 or no animations. You could do that, but I did to 0.5, still keeping some of the original animations still visible. So yeah. And then something that I'm using right here would be another thing. If you're somebody who likes to theme the Samsung Galaxy A53 but doesn't like the stuttery lagginess of it, then I would suggest do not theme it. Just go with this, the native One UI theme, and just do the little minor customizations that you can do on Android. But if you're going to apply a theme, make sure the theme is a light theme. It's not something that's heavy, with heavy animations and stuff like that, because that also will bog down the phone. So I would suggest turning that off. This theme is not too heavy. The only animations comes from the lock screen, and that's about it. But once I'm in the actual user interface, it's it's smooth. You still are going to experience some stuttery and a little bit of jank. That can't really be mitigated because of the processor chip on this phone. So that you're still kind of stuck with, but it makes it a little more bearable. Especially if you like the Galaxy A53 for all the other things that it offers, especially in One UI. So this is why I can still use the Galaxy A53 in 2025.